Extreme heat persists in parts of the southeast with more severe weather forecast for the weekend. Here's Dean Narramore from the Bureau of Meteorology. Hi there, Dean. So the heat continues in many parts of the country. How is today, though, comparing to what's gone before?
Continuing to see a record hot day. Tuesday was probably the biggest day where we saw dozens of records fall across southeast inland Australia. We saw a number fall yesterday in South Australia, including 49.8 at Maree, 49.6 at Roxbury Downs, and we even hit 50 degrees at Atamuka. Today, another very hot day on the way through South Australia, Western New South Wales and far northern Victoria again, with another round of high 40s likely. Maree's already 48 degrees as we speak right now. That heat also moving south into parts of Adelaide, 42 degrees, and as I mentioned, northern and inland New South Wales.
So how long is the heat going to last?
Yeah, that's a question. Today, go through today. Tomorrow, we'll start to see a cool change move into southern South Australia and also southern Victoria. And this one's a much stronger one, and that's going to move through Saturday night and Sunday. So Saturday, we'll see the heat go into inland New South Wales and southern Queensland. And then on Sunday, we're going to see that heat almost get cleared out of all of southeastern Australia, and that heat will move into southern Queensland on Monday. And then by Monday afternoon, no more heat in southeastern Australia. And it's even going to be snowing through parts of Tasmania, alpine areas. So, yeah, big contrast in temperatures in the next few days.
Yeah, and what's happening with winds, Dean, thinking about the fires that are still burning in Victoria?
Yeah, look, thankfully with this burst of heat, it's not too windy, but with those southerly winds coming with that front on Saturday and Sunday, we're going to see some gusty winds on Saturday and then some strong and gusty southerly winds Saturday night and Sunday through most of Victoria. So that's going to be a concern for our residents and communities on the north side of our ongoing fires through parts of the state. But thankfully those winds will ease as we get into Monday and Tuesday and then return northerly again by mid next week.
Okay, how many records have been broken this week?
I'd have to be talking for quite a while. It would be tens of records. I think we could be up to around 30, maybe even 40 records, both January records and all-time records this week. So it's a record-breaking heat wave through large parts of the country.
Yeah, and there's another month of summer to go, of course. How's it looking?
Yeah, it is. That's right. So we're going to see that heat return back to WA and northern Australia as we get into early next week. Looking hot, though, through WA this weekend, and fire dangers are a concern there. Then some of that heat can move back towards the east, but not as intense or as long as what we saw this week as we get to the middle part of next week. But as you're right, still got about 5 more weeks of summer to go.
Yeah. And can we also look at the situation in North Queensland, Dean, and the flooding there? What's the latest?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of widespread flood warnings across much of Western and Northern Queensland, and we have much of the peninsula and the Gulf Coast on flood watch, and we could see parts of the NT move into flood watch over the weekend as well. Tropical low sitting right on the coast, the Gulf of Carpentaria on the NT side, and it's going to just wobble around NT and the South Gulf of Carpentaria over the weekend, bringing widespread heavy rain and thunderstorms to northern NT and also far northern parts of Queensland. And then it might start moving further across the NT as we get into early and mid next week. So regardless, a wet 4 or 5 days with widespread rain and possible flooding for northern NT, the Gulf Coast and part of the northern Queensland this weekend.
Okay, Dean Narramore, thank you for the update.